Chiang Mai, Thailand. The best $16 per day travel cheap to paradise home base in Southeast Asia. This is Dan Bell with Vagabond Buddha. After leaving China, I spent a few days in Bangkok with friends from India. Then I headed north to cool off in the mountains of Thailand at Chiang Mai. Bangkok was a bit too warm for my taste, and I hadn't been to Chiang Mai in a decade. While in Chiang Mai, I first stayed at Nimman Boutique Resort at $17 per night. It is right in the middle of my favorite neighborhood called Nimmana. After a few nights there, I found a furnished one-bedroom apartment on Airbnb for $18 per night. That is the condo in the pictures. Next door, there was a vegan restaurant, Anchan Vegetarian Restaurant, with pumpkin tofu curry for $4, out of this world. Thailand might be the best overall travel cheap to paradise country in the world. And if you come to that conclusion, you may also determine that Chiang Mai is the best place to live in Thailand. Here's why. Great food. The Nimmana area of Chiang Mai has an amazing assortment of food from all over the world. And the great news is that the Nimmana neighborhood is walkable. So if you stay in that area, you can walk, ride a bike, rent a scooter, and try all the great restaurants. It is so developed that you can use the internet to find interesting new options, or you can just walk around and read menus. It has that chic feel of an unpolished neighborhood like the East Village in New York or Brooklyn. The following restaurants are more expensive, $4 per meal, than the average Thai restaurants, $2 to $3 per meal in the area, because they are more focused on the foreign market. Just look for your budget. For lunch or dinner, as I mentioned, Anchan Vegetarian Restaurant. The salad concept is wonderful. Blue Diamond, Dada Cafe, Bodhi Tree Cafe, Taste from Heaven. All great choices. When you're ready for an outstanding breakfast, stop at the Larder Cafe and Bar or Bird's Nest. Great nightlife. Again, a walk around Nimmana is going to be a great start to your nightlife in Chiang Mai. You'll hear live music and DJ music, acoustic and electronic. Just let your ears guide you. When you hear your sound, stop in, order a drink, and listen. Continue your walk as soon as the music strays away from your taste. The walk won't be long before you hear something else you like. There's great medical and dental there at reasonable prices. Great weather. The weather's amazing year-round. You may want to head to the beach for burn season. The burn season is when local farmers burn the brush off their land to prepare for planting crops. The air's too smoky then, so don't go. It starts around February and ends in April. That is also the hot season. It is better not to be there in February, March, and April. Honestly, you need to explore other parts of Southeast Asia anyway. So no harm, no foul. Just head out of Chiang Mai. It's not a bad time to visit Hanoi either. There's a great running path in Chiang Mai called Princess Mother's Health Garden, and it has workout stations along the path. Still relatively cheap. You can get a decent hotel room in Chiang Mai for $17 a night. A neighborhood restaurant is $2 to $3, including your drink, and a high-end restaurant is about $9 for a meal per person. Beer is less than $1 in the store and less than $2 in most restaurants. A hostel dormitory is $6 to $9. A furnished one-bedroom condo, including an equipped kitchen, is about $18 to $20 per night. There's ancient temples everywhere. There are many guided temple tours available around the city and surrounding areas. Just Google the pictures of the various temples in the area, select the temples you find most attractive, and get a guide or tour to explain the amazing historical context of each temple. There's a great night market. Grab a tuk-tuk to the night market, enjoy great food. There's live music at the night market along with souvenir shopping. Chiang Mai is also a great travel hub. AirAsia, for example, flies in and out of Chiang Mai International Airport and even has direct international flights to destinations outside of Thailand. So it makes a great base to explore other parts of Southeast Asia and the world. There's something very magical about Thailand, and that is why I keep returning. But Nimmana has that something extra that makes it feel like a place I could call home. I think it is at least partially because there are so many Western expats living in a small area. A culture of locals chasing a premium Western palate has sprung up in Nimmana. These Western foreigners are willing to pay extra to get exactly what they want. This has created enough consistent year-round demand to remain focused on Western foods. There's also many Western chefs that have fallen in love with Nimmana and have brought their craft to the area. This concentration of a very specific demand in a relatively defined area has made Nimmana unique. Whereas in places like Bangkok or the beaches of Thailand, the international tourism is more diverse and less Western focused, so the restaurants are chasing a more diversified palette. After a month in Chiang Mai, I headed off to Malaysia. I left the USA 9 years ago, and Malaysia will be the 60th country I've visited. Stay tuned.